Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
That's it, baby. We go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 23 yards on the play.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On second and 9, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Alert, 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 alert. Up. Alert, alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Edwards. And an alley to run. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch.
On second and very short, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Gus Edwards hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Brissett. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Browns 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A run for Nick Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mayfield down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Keep it up. Keep it up.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Real.
Watch out. Watch out.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 84 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there, because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Going deep here for Landry. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on now, let's go.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Edwards. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
On the set. 53 is the mark.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Switch it,
First carry for James Conner. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Keep playing.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Silver, silver. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48.
180.
Browns take over 1st and 10.
Chubb looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Levante David in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Real.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
I'm going to hit you all.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Brissett now. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joe Schobert in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And he's got room. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short as this is.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Brissett. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Brissett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
The second down pass. Intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they